What's going on, you guys? I'm back with another video. As you guys can see, I got a new pair of glasses. I know the frames are a lot wider than my previous frames of glasses. I think I did a video with these glasses yesterday, not sure. But anyway, I just want to talk about growing my brain as a poet because, lately I just been kind of just been figuring out ways how can I grow, how can I grow my personal brand and how can I just get more opportunities because I was just watching a video just a few minutes ago about this, spoken word artist from California. He was talking about how he was able to do it full time. I mean, he's full time, technically, he does it full time. Like he does that. I mean, he still lives with his parents, but he makes all his money, you know, through his poetry. He does workshops, he does open mics. He does tours. Stuff that I've been saying I've been wanting to do for the longest. He's already doing that stuff, and it's like very interesting to hear that because that's there's not that many spoken word artists that are doing it full time. Like the only like there's like no real like let's say gateway. There's not no real pathway to being a full time poet. So you just gotta figure out creative ways to build an audience and to build a following and to make money off of it. And he talks about freelancing and stuff like doing gigs and stuff, doing work for other people and whatever. And I'm just really I'm just really just you know really just wanna and I just really been just been tasting testing different waters of what direction should I go because I've written poems about a lot of different topics. I've written poems about, God. I've written poems about, you know, inner city. I know, inner city crime. Being from the inner city. I've written poems about, um, being young. Just being a youth. Written poems about a lot of different stuff. And I read poems even about like weird stuff like clay and and stuff like that. So I read poems about a lot of different topics, and and I just I'm just like still kind of in that phase, and I'm still kind of phase that what what works for me. I'm still trying to figure out which pathway should I take, what pathway should I go as far as as an artist you know I like the fact that young people are watching my videos. I like the fact that you guys who are 12, 13, 14 years old are paying attention to my videos. But at the same time, I know that a lot of the poems I write are pretty complex and pretty, sometimes it might go over your heads. 'Cause I speak, because I have a big vocabulary. I know I don't assume I'm not super educated and like that. I mean, I just got associate's in art degree, but I use a lot of big words, in my videos. Like, I mean, just Friday, I remember when I did my live stream, Sam Bennett asked me, what is I forgot what word we was talking about. Oh yeah, what does snarky means. So I use other words like that, words that you might not, words that you might that you might, not know the definition of, but I try to make my poetry accessible to, different groups of people. I don't want to be too poetic. I don't want it to be too, street. I don't want it to be too, Christian, like my older poems were. But so that's why you know, I like cover, everyday, life topics, topics that pretty much the average person can relate to, like, uh, you know, like finding yourself, finding your purpose, being healthy, um, um, you know, learning new things, having dreams, like stuff of that nature. So with that being said, I feel like the best direction I should go right now because right now, I mean, there are so many things I want to do in my poetry, but I'm so limited to you know just I'm so limited right now because of I live in a small town and I don't have a car to drive anywhere. So, you know, so like this was like the only way I could really, grow an audience is through YouTube. So direction I'm going to take, direction that I feel is necessary for me at the moment is pretty much, just try to, pretty much just do like poetry reading and um poetry readings, go to different like schools, whatever, try to get high schools to to get not just buy my book, but also invite me to do like workshops or conferences, stuff like that nature. Just trying to get my community, trying to get a buzz, like I did with my first book. Cause my first book, like everybody, my mom was telling everybody about the book. I was on the newspaper. I was, I was asking people, I was going to my old high school because this was at the time when I was my freshman year of college. It was pretty. She really wanted the book to sell, and the book did sell. It didn't really sell. It's still a lot of to sell because some people just didn't have the money, some people just didn't want to buy it. But hopefully with this book, this book will be more people be more willing to buy it because it is more content heavy and it's more relatable. I felt my first book was more geared towards church, people, church folks, whereas this book, I feel like it could relate to different varieties of people, not just church folks, but people who are, young or whatever, and young people, it could relate to, older people, it could relate to college kids, you know, um, kids with disabilities, a lot of people can read this book and say, dang, this man like really has a lot to say, So that's my plan for now. Just getting a buzz like locally, but also digitally. With YouTube. Right now I'm just it's kind of been up and down. Like I haven't really had a, a huge boost. You know, in my reviews and subscribers. It's just kind of been flat these last couple of months because again, my subscribers are, aren't really interested in poetry, aren't really that interested in poetry. So it's been kind of frustrating sometimes to say, man, I put my heart into this poem. People should watch it. And then next thing you know, only get like one or two views, if that, And then I had that, and then I'll be wondering, are any of you guys watching my videos? Because I just be thinking, no way I'm getting views is by just clicking the video, because YouTube does that. But I'm glad that some guys do watch my videos. I know OJ watches most of my videos, um, so I'm really happy about that. I'm really glad that I got subscribers I do have. I mean, some of the people I didn't even expect to subscribe to my channel, like this one kid named Wendy. Um, Forgot he has a Donald Duck logo. I just watched one of his videos. I was like, oh, he seems pretty cool. He does. He talks about like his favorite movies and cartoons and stuff like that. Like most of the YouTubes I'm subscribed to. And I said, oh, he's pretty interesting. He talked about like Shrek and how he saw on a big screen, but it wasn't a movie theater. It was kind of like a what's it? What do you call those things? Projection. Those projectors and whatever. What that kind of makes it look like a movie theater, but it was not. Because obviously because he was born in 2000, so he wouldn't have been old enough to remember when Shrek was in the movie theaters. But I just felt I just like, oh, this he's cool and whatever, and I just subscribed. So yeah, it's just been a rough journey for me, but I feel like with more patience and with more understanding of how to grow an audience and how to build a personal brand, and just have the faith and trust in God, like more people will be interested, and more people will be open to receive my poetry. So without the way, this is Mario sign off.